maybe not surprised that garnered a lot of calls, but the number of calls I wouldn't have guessed was that many.
27 investigates Youngstown's Market Street Shell Station. No one place in the city has more police response over the last year. A month ago, we reported that the 595 police responses to the Boardman Walmart were the most of any one location in the area. It was during that investigation that we also discovered the most responses for the Youngstown Police Department was at, of all places, a gas station. First News anchor Stan Boney is live with the latest in this 27 Investigates.
Well, this is the Shell station at 3200 Market Street in Youngstown. We're just a few blocks south of the city's Uptown district. Last year, the Youngstown Police Department responded to this location 311 times, the most of any one location anywhere in the city. But there is now a concerted effort being made to reduce the number of calls at this location. While investigating the Walmart police response story, I asked the Youngstown Police Department at which location did it respond the most in 2021, and Lieutenant Brian Butler emailed me the information.
A testament to WKBN and yourself, your public records request actually made us realize the volume of calls that we were responding to at that Shell station at 3200 Market.
Last year, Youngstown Police responded to the Market Street Shell 311 times. 106 were for juvenile problems, loud music, or suspicious vehicles. 58 were for fights, 32 for begging, 18 for large crowds, and 11 each for gunfire and a person down.
We knew that we responded there a lot, but it was an eye-opener for us as well.
It is just what I called it, a nuisance location.
Anita Davis is Youngstown's 6th Ward Council person. The Shell station is in her ward.
And we had some people who left that street because of the Shell station, because it's such a nuisance. In the summertime, it wreaks havoc.
The Shell building is owned by the Liberty-based CJR Petroleum, whose owner, Amir Bagheri, leases it to an operator. Bagheri told me he's aware of the crime. He cooperates with police and will do anything within reason, but is at a loss of what to do next. The gas station sits in the middle of one of the city's most crime-ridden neighborhoods. Said Bagheri, "This is the city, unfortunately. I wished all the crime would just go away, but it's not." Youngstown Police also have plans.
We're going to have a open discussion on each commander from each division to give input as to some ideas on how to curb some of those calls. It's obviously a large draw on our resources, and one of those ideas is going to be meeting with the business owner.
The Shell does have cameras. In fact, when WKBN investigated a robbery in February, the gas station's operators gave us access to the video. Councilwoman Davis also wants a license plate reader set up.
I want everyone to know that they're going to be under a camera, and we're going to be recording license plates.
As far as declaring the Shell station a nuisance and closing it?
Do I want to see it shut down? Yes, I do.
The last thing we would want to do is shut any business down in the city. We would try to exhaust any and all options before doing so.
Councilwoman Davis says this is not a problem that just started this past year. She says the Market Street Shell has been a nuisance for at least a decade. Davis wants Youngstown Police to be more proactive, more aggressive in patrolling the station. Lieutenant Butler, however, says the Shell already falls under what he called a special attention code, meaning that the Youngstown Police Department already proactively patrols it. Live in Youngstown, Stan Boney, WKBN 27 First News.